Welcome back. We will be coming back to wind up with our guest shortly, but for now, let us jump into the space of agrination. Now, listen to this. You could have a family of 3 people, but they have about 30 cows. Great, they're practicing agriculture. But if these people do not have a proper waste utilization mechanism, they are contributing to environmental pollution, which leads to climate change effects. Now, in our agrination today, we learn how you can practice animal farming and at the same time have consideration to the environment. Take a look. Now, we are in Kirinyaga County, ready for our AgriNation feature for the day. Now, we are all chiming in the conversation of how can we help reduce the climate change effect. We will be speaking to a farmer who's using modern-day technology to make sure that she is part of the solution. Come along with me. Let us find out how she's doing it. Let's go. All right, so we are back again, and Mwangi, to your fantastic farm, but this time tunataka kuongelelea maswala tofauti, sindio? Please tell us what is happening around here.
The last time we are discussing about the animals, the birds, and of course all these are animals which advance, which have waste. And therefore one of the challenges many farmers have is waste management. And waste management, of course, we are talking about what comes from the cows, or what comes from the goats, what comes from the pigs, if you have got pigs, what comes from the chicken. For us, here is our waste management sprays for our cows. Not goats, not even the chicken, not yet. But the cows, this is what we call our biogas plant, or our biogas system place. So what we do is, in the morning, we collect the dung. The hard dung, we correct it with wheelbarrows. When we correct it, we bring it here. When we bring it here, we mix it from here.
So this is step one.
Yes, we mix with water, because that's why you're saying that tap is meant for this area. So this tap goes to that place, because we have 2 domes to start with. We have 2 fixed domes. Fixed domes meaning you cannot move them around, because they are different biodigesters for biogas. There is the floating one, there are the fixed, there are the balloon ones, and all that. So ours is fixed, so it is underground.
Yes.
That is 24 cubic meters, and we have 28 cubic meters. So what we have is a total of 52 cubic meters biogas digesters, both of them. So we mix the dung. When we mix the dung with water, we make that like a porridge, thick porridge, and then we remove all the takataka, you know, the nyasi, because where you collected the dung, you come with nyasi. So we remove it, we throw it aside, and we are left with you throw there, and then we are left with the clean, what is now the liquid. So this liquid is now what we pour into this small pit, and this has got a connecting pipe between this and that. It enters from the lower level of the dome, because the dome is actually just the way it's being called, a dome. So it's like a big pot, for example, a big pot. So the system goes and lands to that. So fresh dung will go down, because as you pour fresh dung, which goes to the base, the old dung keeps on lysing up. As it keeps on lysing up, because of the processing of the dung going through the anaerobic bacteria digestion, there is a gas which is produced. That is the methane gas, because at the end of it, you produce methane gas and what is carbon dioxide. So the methane gas is now what people later call the biogas. So once you do that, you get the biogas, and you get your carbon. You have nothing to do with the carbon. It's just a contaminant of the gas. But what happens is, after that, you get the sludge, because the top has now an outlet.
Now there are different designs for the biogas, and you have decided to go for the fixed one. What inspired that decision and not any other design? When we did
our the biogas, I don't think we knew any other. That time, this is what we knew. Because this thing has been here for, I think, close to, 12 years.
You've been using biogas for the last 12 years?
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, yeah, it has been here for quite some time, or even more. Was it I can't remember, 2010? And now we are
24, so that's 14 years. About 14, close to 14 now.
It has taken its time. So the fixed dome were the main ones. For us, we are using the end products for the cow, what people call waste management, also as fertilizer. Because now what comes out of this place as the biogas slurry is what we are using in the farms to grow our animal feed. So there we have behind here, all this slurry goes to 2-acre plot. That 2-acre plot is always green because all the slurry and it flows daily goes to that farm.
All right. And you're very specific, you're using cow dung. There's a farmer somewhere who's wondering, can I also use animal waste from my other animals, the chicken and the goat and the sheep, and mix as well? Or it has to be specifically?
No, I don't want it to say it has been specifically, and I always say leave professionals to do their work. If you have chicken and you want a biogas for chicken droppings, call the specialist on biogas, so that they can advise you if it is chicken waste, how are you going to use it? If it is goats, how are you going to use it? For us, we are only using for the cows, for the time being. The rest for chicken and for goats all go to the farm as manure.
How can you say it has made your life easier, and also how has it helped in impacting the environment?
By the time this selale comes out of this place, one, it doesn't have negative impacts on the environment. Number two, for me, since that time we fixed this thing, I have never bought gas. I don't even own a cylinder.
Hauna mtungi?
Sina mtungi wa gas. Naionanga nikienda Nairobi. I keep on asking, how can I package this gas and take it to Nairobi? There is even a time we were being told that it's possible to package it, but we have never gotten the best method to package it. So we settled on, as far as when you're on this side, we are using zero cost as far as gas is concerned, then we are good to go. So for me, that is one. Then number two, when you turn your cow dung to biogas, the selali which comes out, you look at this place, can you see any inzi? Any smell?
No.
It's because of biogas. It gets rid of all that. Then number three, the biogas, you are using it, you can use it also like organic fertilizer, what people call foliar, for your vegetables. Very, very healthy for your vegetables. So for us, so we use it for our vegetables, so we have no business going to look for chemical fertilizers. We use the salad to grow our vegetables, which we use when we are here and we use when we are in Nairobi. So for me, anybody who is thinking biogas is doing the right thing, because we are not only taking care of Mother Earth, but you're also taking care of your pocket.
Great. Yes. Thank you so very much, Anne Mwangi, again for talking to us and always educating us on how to go when it comes to matters agriculture. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Now that is all we had for you right here in Agri-Nation. Always great hearing inspiring stories from farmers across the country on the fact that they are not just doing agriculture, but also playing the part when it comes to saving the environment. We will be bringing you a lot more of these stories right here at Kenya's Gold. Keep watching.
Kazi safi kabisa Ngira. Fanya kazi safi.
Ships me. Yeah. Now continuing with our conversation with Kingori. Just very quickly, help us understand. I get into this business because I want to make money, all right? But kuna ile tunaita ukulima na ukulima biashara, which are totally different things as much as they're in the same space. Please help us understand, in goat farming, what should I do? Is there a specific number of goats that I need to get to so that I make sure I'm able to move to ukulima biashara pia?
So that's a very good question. So if you want to get, let's say you want to be selling the goats, ideally you should have a number of female goats, the does, and you should have a very good back. Let's say you can get a boa. You have a very good back there, which once it mates with these does, you're going to get kids. And you know the gestation period of a goat is 5 months. And ideally, every 18 months, a goat should give birth twice. So after 5 months, it has given birth. Then you don't mate the goat for 3 months, then you mate it again. So if you have, let's say, 100 does, and you have a good back over here, after 5 months, ideally, you should be getting somewhere between 80 kids. You see, that's a very big number in a span of 5 months.
Great.
Okay. So wakati Oh, endelea so.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have 8 kids and these kids, to prevent the inbreeding, you should ideally castrate them.
Okay.
Yeah, so that these kids don't meet wenyewe kwa wenyewe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. Wakati unataka kufanya utotoleshaji au breeding baina ya kutumia gala, unakwenda aje wakati ndio asiumie kama hujatumia boa?
So most farmers usually leave the animals to like the free. So most farmers usually leave the animals to like the free range. So unapata, let's say he has a boa. The boa atapanda huyu female wakati atakuja on heat the first time. So goat anakuja on heat at around 7 months. But ideally you should make that goat at around no, goat anakuja anafikisha puberty at 7 months.
Okay.
But unafaa kumate at around 11 months. Na ideally don't mate the goat, angalia pia weight yake.
Okay.
Juu unajua boa is a very big goat. Inaweza weigh close to 160 kgs.
Okay.
Na uko na gala mwenye ako 30 kgs. So unaweza imagine huyu atamuumiza sana.
Okay.
The kind of fetal oversize, hata mtoto atakuwa mkubwa sana.
Okay, so kuna hatari ya kifo, sio?
Kuna hatari ya kifo.
Sawa. Asante sana. Tumeshukuru kabisa kwa kuja kwako King'ori. Tusemeje mtazamaji, asante kwa kutufuatilia. Salia na Mwenyezi Mungu, kumbuka tatimiza ndoto. Jina langu ni Emmanuel Tarari.
All right, very quickly, we do have a farm joke of the day. Dr. King'ori, I also need you to help me get an answer. And my question today is, where do farmers get medicine? Tara? King'ori?
From the vet.
From the vet. Ha! Wow. But the actual answer is pharmacy. Yeah, nice. Come on. Simple.
Their own medicine.
Simple.
You should not have said a farmer.
There you go. That was my farm joke of the day. Allow me to say a very big thanks to the farmers who made this episode a success, and of course the whole team that is working tirelessly to make this production as good as it is. And thank you so very much, Dr. King'ori, for coming today and being a young person who's doing absolutely great in the agricultural sector. Now we will continue with our journey on goat farming. We just started, but please stick around with us because we will be showing you a lot more in the different breeds. Allow us to wind up for now. My name is Violet Tangina. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.